Okay, so now if you see here, already we executed, right? Okay, now I am going to execute again. Okay, here this query, select start from. Okay, executing the query, and I got the result. And let's see this query ID. Okay, and here the profile directly it got executed from the cache. I mean, you don't have any other flow. Okay, already first time when you executed the query, right? If you are executing same query, it will directly pull the data from the cache. Okay, that is the very advanced concept we have in the Snowflake. Now, if I do where, okay, cast key equal to 1. Okay, now what it does, if you we have seen this difference here, right? Mm, okay, here we have seen the difference, right? I mean, you directly it got pulled the data from the cache. Now you see the difference. Where I'm just adding one filter condition. Now it will pull the data from the base table. Okay, and it will retrieve. Just see the okay, you got the result, and I'll go to the query here. Okay, now you see the data. Okay, it has taken from the dim customer table and applied filter and pulls the data here. Okay, so these steps has been followed. Hmm? So total timing and scanned progress 100%, bytes scanned 33 MB, okay, around 4 MB, and partition scanned 1, partial total 3, okay, partitions total 3 we have, and this data. And if you see here, okay, we can expand and we can minimize. Okay, query details, everything you can see here. Now here we have a three flows, first step and second step and third step. You see the result and filter and the table scan. Okay, sorry, this is the table scan and applying the filter and getting the result here. Okay, this is how it got executed. Now if I run same query directly, it will pulls the data from here itself, because it will retrieve already the result. We got it here, right? We got the result here. This result it will store under a cache. Okay, you are running same, right? How it will understood, how it will understood, you have given same query means internally this particular you see here. Okay, you can see this query details. It will store all the query and everything. It will store what query you have given here. Okay, and what is the details you have captured. Okay, the result set. Okay, here you see a result set, query and everything here you can see here. Okay, and here you can how much time it has taken. 54 milliseconds it has taken to retrieve the data. Hmm? Now this query you see, query ID you see, I'll copy this query ID and I'll paste it in here to show you the difference. Okay, this is the query ID. And now again I will run this. Now your query ID will be different. Hmm? But query is same, query ID will be different now. You see, now I am executing, I executed, I got the same result. I'm going and showing you here. See, only one flow. Directly it got extracted the data from the flow itself. Now I'll show you query here. Okay, if you see here, okay, same result, same query. But why here you see duration 50 milliseconds. Okay, here how much? 54 milliseconds. Why this is improved, 4 milliseconds? Because already same query you executed and it is captured the data in the cache. Okay, now I will show you query ID. Okay, so that you will understand Yes, it is a different. Hmm? I, hmm? No, I think I copied from here. I just want. Oh, I have taken from here. Okay, 50. I need to take from here. Hmm? Hmm. Now you see here itself you have a difference. Okay. So like this, you will get the cost wise also. Normally it will reduce. Why? Because already you are running same query to do some kind of validation. At that time, this will help you a lot. Otherwise, in Oracle, any other databases, what will happen? Whenever you run a query, it will go and check for the original table. I mean, here what will happen? It will this is your original table. And from here it will scan the data, and then it applies filter condition, and then it will give you the result like this every time. But in Snowflake, what is the advantage you have here is you have a caching concept. So that cache, okay, you will have a 90 days. Okay, after that it will remove. But in this clone table, we have a 90, whenever you drop the clone table, till that time the table will be there, but no amount will be charged. But only the thing is, okay, whenever if you do any operations on the data, cloned data, then they will charge the money. Okay, that is what this difference. This is original table. We copy the data from the source data, and this is backup table. We copied the data from here. So this also you have created a normal table. It's not a backup table. Okay, now this is the clone table. Okay, so now this clone table, how you we created, you know the syntax already. Create table, table name, clone original table. This is the syntax, very simple syntax we have given here. Hmm? Okay, similarly you can copy a schema as well. It means create, if you want to create a database, for example, create uh, database database name. Okay, for example, I have a demo df, for example. Okay, demo df, sorry, demo sf underscore cloned, something I need to identify, right? So I will give like this, clone. Okay, and then original demo original table, demo ASF, something like this. If you want to create a schema, just create a schema, cloned schema name, clone original schema, something like this you need to give. Okay, and if you want to drop a schema, yes, you can drop the schema as well. Okay, I don't know whether I have captured here or not. Let's see, insert into select. This is incremental storage. Okay, this just we can see the list of databases which including clone database and schema, show schema in database cloned. Okay, you can see list of schemas in the cloned database, and show tables. So these things you can able to see. And the fifth point here is incremental storage cost. Storage cost increases only when means new data is added to the cloned or original table. It is common. Okay. Existing data in the clone or original table is modified. That is also common. At that time, they will start charging the cost. Okay. Until unless if you don't modify any data, just you are using for any analytical purpose or for any reports, because you want to pull the data for modify the data, because in production you will get regularly, right? So you will the data will be updated, but you want a certain period and you don't want to see changes in the new data. Okay, new data, you don't want to see the new changes data. At that time, yes, you can create a clone table and you do the validations, or you can create some kind of reports to provide your users or clients. Okay, so that you can kind of things if you want to perform, yes, this is the best opportunity to use the cloning concept. Okay, so here there was, I have captured few things as well here. Let me see here. Okay, so you see here, create database, so share DB from this is okay. That is different alternate approach. Okay, partition cloning with the time travel, that is okay. Okay, we will see this. And Snowflake allows a cloning of an object as it exists at a specific point in time. Okay, in case if you want to see the clone table as per your original table you have created, right? Okay, so you modified some data, but you want to see that actually 1 day back or something, then you can use that also using time travel. You can create the older version of your clone table. That also you can perform. Okay. In case, as I have told you, right? What I have told you, why zero copy cloning does not work across the clusters means this is you will have a metadata different storage layer in the different clusters. Metadata will be stored right. So at that time here in the metadata that is different and this is different and there is no dependency with them. Okay, depending on the metadata management within the same account. Here if you see the definition, right, zero copy cloning depends on the metadata managed within the same account. Okay, then only it will help. Otherwise, it will not help actually. And it should be within the same region and same account. It's just a simple same account. In case if you want to copy cluster to cluster, there is another process. You need to proceed with that process. First of all, you need to create a replication factor, and then once you create the replication of the same table, and then you need to copy through the files and do other process to copy the data. You see here, grant select on all tables schema source DB and to another share my I mean some other account, something you can do. That also we will discuss in the coming classes, how we can copy one cluster to another cluster. But the main concept here is for zero copy cloning, that is mainly used for within the same account, same region, how we can clone the table so that you can perform any patching things, so that it will not impact to the your original table. Okay, then you need to choose zero copy cloning concept to proceed for any operations on the data which should not impact to the your original table. This particular topic. Okay, and if you want to drop, yes, you can drop the table. Okay, not an issue. Now for example, what I will do, I will drop, I have given you the here, right, a syntax. If you create a same syntax, yes, it will work, not an issue. For the database, if you go to the schema, yes, you can create a schema. Okay, that also it will work. You need to mention here schema. Here you just mention schema. And the demo sf schema I have given, right? Same, just give a underscore schema, and this is schema. No, I will copy from table to database to schema means no. Database to database it will copy, or schema to schema it will copy, or table to table it will copy. Can I copy a view to view means no. So view it's a query, right? Okay. View it is depending on the source table, original table. Whenever you run a view, it will pull the data from the main table. Correct? So view you cannot create a zero copy cloning. So instead of that, it is better actually. So even same I think materialized table also. Can we let me ask this question here, whether it will give you the answer or not. Can we clone the materialized materialized view in Snowflake? Can we clone the materialize view in Snowflake. No, see, materialize view cannot directly clone in Snowflake, unlike table, schema, database. Materialize view have certain dependencies and characteristics that makes the ineligible of direct cloning. Okay, see, this is actually the main difference. Hmm? Why materialized view cannot be cloned means physical storage. Materialized view store pre-computed result based on their query definition. These results are tightly coupled with the underlying table, so cannot directly replicate through the cloning. Okay. A materialized view is depending on the underlying table. Underlying table is original table. Cloning would require creating a separate dependency chain with the Snowflake currently does not support. Okay, so in interview, definitely they will ask this kind of questions. Okay, so you are perfectly explaining the cloning, how we can copy, how we can do database and all. Then they will come like this. They will ask this kind of question saying that can we copy view can we clone the view data? I mean, then what they will tell you, uh, is it possible? Hmm. Because we haven't read at the time, we don't know what to answer, right? Then you will cut. So that is the reason before going to the interview, you need to practice this kind of say view also cannot be copied and metallized view also cannot be copied. And now we are talking about the table and all. Okay, now we are talking about the database to database. If I copy the database, can I copy I mean our stored process also copy into the database? That also now we need to see. Hmm? Can we copy? Can we clone stored procedures in uh, Snowflake? Let's see. No. Stored procedure cannot be directly cloned in Snowflake unlike table schema. Because why? Because you are copying the within the same cluster. Okay, now I will show you real time how, because now here itself you are having the this is your database, correct? Here it is a database, this is also database. Okay, now you have already within the same cluster you have created a schema. Under schema you have a procedure. Now this procedure will not be copied. Only the data will be copied. Yes, you can copy the data from one account to another account. Not account, it is just a schema. I mean database also. Within the cluster, you can create a same schema. But here, as mentioned here, right? Okay, stored procedures, metallized views, these cannot be copied. Here, why this stored procedure cannot be means logical object. Stored procedure are a logical object that consists of procedure logic written in SQL or JavaScript. They do not involve physical data storage. So they fall outside the Snowflake zero copy cloning capability. So this is the important topic now. Okay. One is you can copy database, schema, and table. You cannot copy stored procedure, view, materialize view. Okay, and you cannot copy from one cluster to another cluster. So these things are very important. You need to understand. In it, this is just a theoretical part, and only this is just a querying part. Okay, you need to mention this just a clone. Okay, so entire database, entire tables, it will copy. Okay. So for you to understand what I will do, I'm creating a one Snowflake schema to show you what data will copy. I have given here. If you see here, I have just a demo SF, right, and this. Now I'm just copying demo SF cloned. Okay, let me see. I'm executing. See, database copied. Now I will refresh here. See, demo SF cloned copy. Under that demo schema, it is also copied. Under that, tables are copied. And you can see the procedures here, okay, because under same database, but this will not store actually in the as a database as a data, okay. So you can see this all procedures here, but only the difference here is, like data, it will not physically stored in the database. That is the this meaning actually. Stored procedures are logical objects that consist of procedure language written in SQL. They do not involve physical data storage. It means just query, right? It is, you can see everything, but I mean, uh, how can I explain this? This zero copy cloning is mainly it is related to data, or whatever the data, because the data set is very large. Sometimes fact tables will have millions of data, right? Terabytes of data. And this procedure, how much you will have, this will have in kbs, or max to max means 1 MB or something, not more than that also. Just it will be in kbs, and that too, this will be stored under Snowflake itself in the metadata, not metadata. It will have a separate kind of a layer where it will store. Finally, it will store under database only, but this will have a separate. So here you see what else we have. Snowflake cloning feature is primarily designed for object with the physical data. Okay, logical objects like a stored procedure, functions, and a sequence must be manually replicated. Okay, so manually recreate or stored procedure. If you want to replicate stored procedure, you can manually retrieve definition, create. No, no, not require actually. Why? Because already we have seen, right? Maybe this is older information, but here if you see, we can copy the, you know, uh, whenever you create a ski or database, right? Under database, it is copied, right? I mean, correct. Cloned, right? Yes. Database. Okay. Here we have a table and procedure. Okay. So both will be copied. Okay. This is how this one. And similarly, schema you can copy within the within the demo. Now we are in demo clone. Okay, public. So we can see this. I enter table if you want to see the data also. Yes, you can see the data now, and I will show you. We can run this data. Compilation error. Why? I have created a table. Okay, under that. Okay. Now you see. Okay, you got the result. And let me open here. Okay, first time, right? So dim customer, and here see demo cloned. Hmm? The data means you don't have any charges here, okay? Because you are just selecting the data. Total execution time is 1.3. You see performance level also it will be peaks actually. Now you see here 1.4 seconds. Why 1.4 seconds? Because this is present in the warehouse caching. Okay, so that is the main difference. Okay, and this is the cloning. And if you want to drop the how you drop the table, right? The same we can drop the cloning table as well. Okay, for example, if you want to show you the syntax, okay, how to drop the uh, clone table and Snowflake. Okay, now you see the syntax. Just it is a normal same. Okay, drop table, clone table. Okay, it's the same as it is. You can. Okay, now here we copied the one clone table, right? Hmm? This clone table we can. I'll take the copy name. Hmm? Okay, drop table name. You no need to mention clone table or something. Okay, directly you can drop. So how do I know this is cloned table and it is a physical table? Hmm? So now even for that also, if you want to see the command, okay, how to identify, okay, normal table, or cloned table in Snowflake. So you need to identify it. Yes, this is, for example, if you have not given any table name, like just you have given a dim customer table or dim stage table, but you didn't mention it is, yes, it is a clone table. Okay, at the time, yes, you can give schema and schema. Here you can see the difference here. Okay, in the name, you can see it's a clone table. Let's see. Okay, I will recreate under here itself. Okay, again I'll create this one. We will execute now. Sorry, I will. I'll go here and I'll take this one. Okay, and I think we have a table here. Yes, there I have dropped. Okay, now what I will do? I'll take the syntax. Okay, schema name. Okay, this is demo sf underscore schema. Demo sf underscore schema. Show table in schema. Okay, so now let's see, we have a dim customer table and a backup table. Here we have a SCD type one. And let me see what else I have. A control table, stage customer table. Where is the backup table? Hmm. Order by by name. Why is this order by it? No, no. 1 second. Hmm. Kind of table. Why I'm not able to see? I created here it. Let me see here. Select a star from. Hmm. Okay. That does not exist. Okay. Let me run this. Okay. Once again, I will create this one. Where I am here actually under schema. Demo SF demo schema.
And
Already.
that is the backup table. You
Oh,
created cloned table.
right, right. Sorry, this one, right? Okay. Hmm. Now I created. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Now you have a clone table. Here. See here. You can identify. Uh, where we can identify it as a clone table. Hmm. Nothing is there to identify the. Let me see here. Let me copy. Download as CSV. Okay. I'll go. here and see the downloads. Mm. Mhm. Not at all identify as it is a clone table. Mm. Mm. See, but something should be there to identify yes, it is a clone table. Okay, otherwise it is a problem, right? Right? No, no. If I don't give a name, how will you identify? Something it should be there. Okay, so that also I will identify. Okay, so something should show yes, this is the clone table. Okay, let me see in the information schema table name and this tables. Okay, let me check in this table. Select start this table. Demo SF table schema table name. Okay, where table name like percentage clone. Let me give like this and see whether will I get any difference. Okay, I got it. Table type base table. Okay. Mhm. 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 Nothing. Okay. So it is very difficult if I don't give a clone. Okay. Something we need to give something like this. Then only we can identify. For example, if I give without giving some name, right? So create a schema, something. If I don't give a cloned schema with the name, then it is very difficult whether it is a scheme or not. Hmm. Okay, so this is the today's class. And by seeing this, okay, you cannot identify whether it is a how we can identify schema. Okay, let me just check in Google. Okay, if the call got disconnected, then we will discuss tomorrow. Okay, let me see this. How to identify, how to identify table or cloned table in Snowflake. In table column can reference sequence generate a default value cloned group ID. Okay, how video file no. Okay, now let me see if do we get any kind of syntax so that to identify whether it is a clone table. Snowflake account is so storage instruction. Okay. Storage method. Let me see this. Whether did I get any information in this table? Mhm. These are the table list. Scan package, scan row, configuration table. Okay, let me see this. Okay. My laptop battery also going to dead. Okay. Mhm. Maybe it is in different schema. Okay, let me check this. Okay, and this like this. These are the some tables. Okay, audit internal. It is internal tables. Catalog schema. This is the schema. Okay, for these tables. Okay, now I will show you. Hmm. I'm not authorized. Okay. Okay, no problem. So like this, let me see in case if other way we can identify. But this is the zero copy cloning. Okay. So very important here is you cannot copy the data from zero by using zero copy cloning by in the cluster to cluster and the views. Okay. And metalized views. This cannot be copied table schema database. Okay, when you copy the database automatically your tables and procedures definitely you will get. There is no difference in this. I think views also I think you may able to copy, but because just a view table, it's a table, right? Let me we need to create a view. Let's see in this in the next class. Okay, in case if you have any doubts, please note down and you can ask, in tomorrow's class. Tomorrow might be it is in the morning session only. Okay, I'll take morning 7:30, 8 in between. Okay, please be available.